Cool. So, go ahead, hit this as well. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast. It's been a while. Again, I keep saying that. We having these gaps in between shows. I apologize. It's really me because of work. Work schedule is beyond ridiculous. Like earlier this year, I was getting off at like 7, 8 o'clock. We probably could still do a couple shows during the week. But when I don't get out till 9, there's no way I'm making people stay up that late to do these. And then I'm up late trying to edit, upload. It's a mess. In any event, first time here, welcome in the real biggie, Rob the Ambassador. How's it going, man? I know there's been a lot going on. I know in wrestling and your personal life. We just had some, our yearly fantasy things going on, but how's it going?
Man, it's going good. It's a busy time of year, but it's a good busy for the most part. I had a loss of my family. My Uncle Ray passed away last Saturday, so we're going to send him home on Wednesday. My Uncle Ray took me to my very first concert, and like all of my uncles, stood up for me at my wedding, and more than an uncle, man, really a big brother, a mentor, sometimes father figure. I'm very close to all of my uncles on my mom's side, so that's the bad thing. But me and the wife went to the state fair yesterday, did our fantasy draft. Football season's coming up, holiday season. It's a great time of year, man. We've got All Out coming up, so little bit of bad news, and significant bad news, but a lot of good things happening.
Okay, so at the fair,
mm-hmm.
What was probably the thing you ate that was like, oh, this is so good, but it's so bad for me?
Oh man, okay, that's easy. We ate this thing. It's one of the new foods they had at the fair this year called the Omg Chicken Sandwich. Now, I refer to it as a Luther. I don't know if you've heard the story of Luther Vandross, the late Luther Vandross, late great. Mm-hmm. The story went that he once got hungry and made a hamburger patty but didn't have any buns. So he cut a glazed donut in half down the middle and used each side of the glazed donut as the bun.
Oh.
Yeah, so that kind of became a running joke. They actually did a kind of a spoof of it on the show The Boondocks. You ever watch Boondocks?
Oh yeah.
There's
I saw that episode though.
Yeah, you might have to check that one out. It's pretty funny. But anyway, long story short, this sandwich consisted of a fried chicken patty topped with bacon, sauce, and the bun was a Krispy Kreme donut.
Wow.
Yeah. And we ate it, we shared it, because man, we were trying so many different foods. Because you got to go have a corn dog if you go to the fair. You just have to. So we each got a foot-long corn dog. We shared the chicken sandwich. I loved it. My wife enjoyed it too, but I ate most of it. Yeah, we had a gizmo, which is just basically an Italian sausage sandwich. We really enjoyed that. And she got some Mexican corn. It's like corn on the cob shucked into a cup. They put some spices on there, a little sour cream, some chips. Yeah, man. So, but that OMG chicken sandwich was, to me, I mean, I'll get that next year if they have it back.
No fried Oreos?
Man, my wife talked about that, getting a fried Oreo, fried Twinkie, and I said, if you get one of those, I might take a bite, but we didn't do that. We stayed away from that. I don't do too many deep fried things. Like, I mean, the fair, they've had deep fried butter. Okay, they've had, yeah, I mean, deep fried Twinkies, Oreos, as I said, deep fried Snickers. I mean, they've had all kinds of crazy stuff at the fair, but that's just not really my thing.
Gotcha. You spoke about it. How did how did your fantasy draft go? Did you get some of the people that you had an eye on? I know we never get everybody we want, but if we can get 2 or 3 guys that we just had a mindset on, then we're pretty good.
Man, the draft for me went pretty good. I wish I could have gotten a tight end a little earlier, but the draft just sometimes doesn't fall that way. We did it differently this year. We usually all get together. It's kind of a tradition that we used to do. You would come out here to Des Moines sometimes, and we'd usually schedule the draft around SummerSlam. We couldn't do that this year. Man, we're all older. We're big. We all got jobs. Some people live out of town. It's just hard to get together. So we did it online this year. I thought it went well from that standpoint. We were at the fair. We found a bench. We got comfortable. We sat and we waited for the draft to start. And I set it so that we each had a minute and a half to pick. I was worried about that because I thought if everybody takes a minute and a half to pick, this draft is going to take forever. But it went pretty quick. We got the draft done in an hour. And I'm happy with my team. I got Kyler Murray for my QB. I got a couple of solid running backs, Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook. I got a good defense. I think my team is going to be in it. I guess we can say the site, can't we? Can we say the site?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we go through Yahoo, and I got a B for my draft grade, and I thought that was a fair grade.
I also got a B. I think my team is well balanced. There was a running back. I was torn between my second running back pick. I just kind of went with who was more consistent and not injury prone. But I think Yahoo says I'm going to be, in the playoffs, which that's the goal every year, at least to make it to the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens. And for those listening, watching, it wouldn't be right if I didn't let the people know, I'm the current back-to-back and 3-time fantasy football champion in the fam. So,
reigning, defending.
When we would do one of the shows behind the bar, you all saw the trophies. So you go back, catch a couple videos, you'll see my Lombardis in the back. Those are my fantasy football trophies. So I got to make some room, these trophies out here.
Yeah, I'll be bringing that third one out Labor Day weekend when we go to All Out. Now, what did you think of the online, doing it online though? What'd you think? I
like it. I mean, I've done it with other leagues, so it wasn't anything new to me. And I like that there's no this 10-minute, I can't figure out who I want. And it's the third round. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah, hand me the stickers so I can see what players are left and all that stuff,
Like you said, I do enjoy that. It's fun to get some wings and sit around and talk and, put people's names up. But, yeah, some people take too long.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is that if we want to get together and get some wings and some beer, we can still do that while we're drafting online. I mean, we could still do all that. Some of us were talking about doing it. We ended up not doing it, but yeah. And the last thing I'll say about this, I don't know if you are aware, I wasn't aware until after the draft. My wife and I are on the bus from the fair. We're on the way home and I get a text from Clifton. You know Clifton. We call him Cliff. He's been in the league. He's family. He's been in the league for years. And he says, "Oh man, I'm sorry I wasn't able to make the draft. I got called into work, blah, blah, blah." So he got a B+ grade. He didn't even draft his own team because when you're not there and you don't draft, Yahoo will select the best players available. Right. So he got a pretty solid team and he didn't even pick none of them.
Well, maybe this year he'll actually be a contender. I mean, the last few years he's gotten better because he used to just pick all the homers, his Raiders. He could go for all the Raiders. Raiders weren't good until the last couple of years. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, he is a former champ. It's been a while, but he is a former champ.
But I've seen people do auto draft and win the league.
Yeah, now he did make a change. I guess he did not like the quarterback that the system picked for him, so he dropped the quarterback he had and picked another one. Now, I actually liked the quarterback he had, so I picked him up as a backup for my team. I dropped the quarterback I picked as my backup QB, and I picked up the QB he dropped.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's the unique thing about fantasy. I remember I think Chris McCaffrey was a rookie, and he got passed around the league, and he was on the waiver wire. I picked him up, and he won. He helped me win my first championship. Him and Josh Allen. So, and then everybody, one person in particular was like, "Here you go. If I never dropped him, you wouldn't." But you dropped him, so irrelevant what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, if you hadn't dropped him, maybe you know what I mean? That's the thing about fantasy. There's always, at the end of the day, it's your own decision making. You pick your players, you drop your players, you add your players. It all falls on you. It's not the league, it's not the system. At the end of the day, it's you.
Yep, I cannot be mad at anybody if they won based on somebody that I dropped. I can be mad at myself because I should have kept that person.
Yep.
But we're gonna see. All right. Getting into topic at hand. So I don't want to be here too long. I get up early.
Yeah, me too.
Monday Night Raw from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I don't know the name of the arena. I apologize, but obviously y'all can see what the main event. This was booked weeks ago, which is like all part of this whole new Triple H thing, where we're actually knowing what we're going to get a few weeks out. It makes sense to have this match here based on who's in the match, and it's just been better storytelling each week. It's almost like, you probably remember. I think it was on when Triple H was on the Stone Cold podcast. He talked about storytelling, how he likes slow builds.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like to, rush into things and do things, and he really does have a thing for slow builds, and then also having the payoff, not just slow building to nothing. Okay. So yeah, I felt like both shows have gotten better. The thing that I noticed, like one of my overall takeaways from tonight, was there was more wrestling than promos on this show.
Yes.
And the promo that they did have had meaning, and I didn't really feel any silliness or goofiness on this show. I just felt like it was smooth. It went from match to match to match. We saw 3 matches back to back to back. It's like, oh, well, what do you know? They can't do wrestling on a wrestling show. And they were 3 solid matches. So it's like,
right. And
okay.
No 247 championship. I'm so
glad.
Yeah,
none of that. I mean, you saw Dana
segment.
Brooke backstage, but that was it.
Yep.
That's probably, we can start there with the women's, the tag team tournament thing. We got to mention that originally we were going to have somebody I think you and I both were looking forward to seeing, Nikita Lyons tagging with.
Oh yeah.
What's her name?
Zoe Stark.
Zoe Stark. And I guess Zoe Stark is hurt, so rule them out. Then they brought in Toxic Attraction on SmackDown, and according to the Good Brother, now Gigi Dolan is hurt. So
yeah, Toxic Attraction. Yeah, and I'm sorry not to cut you off, but Toxic Attraction actually won the match on SmackDown.
Right. And yeah, I saw that. I saw the finish, and okay. Not to get off topic, but I was just kind of like, damn, they just never give Natalya wins. She's always getting beat.
I think, man, at this stage in her career, that's probably just her role. All wrestlers get to that point. I mean, we saw Ziggler tonight in another high-profile match, a great match.
So much better.
Yeah,
he looks way better. I don't know. I just hope that they would make Natalya's character a little more balanced, not losing all the time. So the point of that was to say that they have this second chance now with some of the teams that lost. So they got to fill these brackets again. But the match tonight with Io Sky, Dakota Kai versus Asuka and Alexa Bliss, I thought was really good, especially for a women's tag match. But the thing that I noticed the most was that the crowd was really, really into this match. I was too.
Me too.
Man, that right hand by Alexa Bliss. I don't know if you. Woo-hoo-hoo,
I mean,
to
man, it
Dakota
looked like
Kai.
she landed that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm surprised Kai took that so well.
I was like, oh my God. That was worse than Lacey Evans' woman's right. I mean, shit. And I was curious about who was going to win this match because I feel like both teams would have been, deeper into this tournament, but somebody had to go. Obviously, the heels won with some tactics. I don't know. It still was clean, like nobody interfered, but it was just some heel tactics type deal. I thought the match was great, though. The work was really, really done well with these four, and I don't no, I don't have a complaint. I mean, I don't like roll up finishes. I guess is my only thing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the crowd was really into it. They were standing up at the last 5 minutes of the match. So well done to the ladies.
Agreed. I really enjoyed the match. Look, I love me some Asuka, but I'm glad to see Io Sky and Dakota Kai. I'm still trying to get used to calling her
Get
Io
used
Sky.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the name. I really don't. I think it fits her, and I don't.
It makes sense.
It does. It does. So I don't mind it. I like what they're doing with them. I like that Triple H is giving some of the newer, fresh faces, fresher to others than to us. We watch NXT, so we know these folks, these ladies. But yeah, I'm glad to see them getting this run. I'm enjoying seeing wrestling on a Raw show, and not, like you said, promos that mean something, not just silly backstage segments that just come from out of nowhere and don't advance the show at all. So I love what I'm seeing, and I thought that was a great match, a great way to start. We should mention that Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, who is a Toronto native, opened the show, and that's kind of how the match was scheduled, but that's how they got the match going.
I missed the very, very beginning. I was at a football practice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she did open the show. Then Bailey, Sky, and Kai come out, and then Alexa and Asuka come out, and and Bianca also came out in that segment. But that's how the match got started.
Right on. This, which I felt like was going to be a better. This was, man. They've got to get matches like this on pay-per-views. Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler. My God, the crowd got a treat tonight. We got a treat for a Monday Night Raw match. You can tell that Triple H is telling these guys, don't go out there and hold back. To do your thing. Wow the crowd. And they do. They did. This was fantastic. These false finishes, Dolph pulled out everything he had, and it was just, it's just, I hope that the best thing they could do for Finn Balor is to make him that heel Finn Balor he was in NXT when he came back. And I don't know, Blake's talked about that. And I think they're kind of getting towards that. Did you notice that the themes for Judgment Day were remixes of their actual theme?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I don't know what the deal is.
So they're kind of slowed down, but the tempo and everything else is still the original song. Even Damian Priest, when he came out, I noticed it was his original song, but the beat was slowed down, and the tempo was different, but it was his original song still. A lot more bass, so hard to hear, but definitely could tell. This match was fantastic. This belonged on a pay-per-view. It was great. They tore it up. Ziggler, those false finishes, man. Like when Finn Balor went for the coup de grace and missed, and then he hit the zigzag. Everybody thought that was it, and nope. I mean, he hit him with the zigzag and he hit the Famouser, and he kicked out of both. But it would end up being the 1916 DDT coup de grace, and Finn Balor wins. I mean, Judgment Day needs these wins.
Yeah, got a little help from Rhea in that one, but
yeah,
kind of expect that.
But they still need these wins.
Especially, yeah, they do.
Yeah, and especially Balor. I mean, guys, he talked about how he was hurt that he wasn't on WrestleMania, so good for him. Ziggler Man, that guy is doing great work as always. And this was a fantastic match. If this was on a pay-per-view, this would have got superb for me.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
After that, we got another match. This is not like Raw to have match after match after match. We had the Chad Gable or the Alpha Academy Open Challenge or whatever. And I'm thinking, okay, somebody's coming back. I thought it was gonna be a tag team. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be a tag team, and I was thinking AOP. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, that'd be something.
Yeah, I was thinking Authors of Pain. I don't know what kind of reaction they would have got because they've been gone so long and they really weren't on TV that long. But that's where my mind was. I didn't think that it was going to be a singles match. And then I had to kind of remember, like, where are they at? They're in Toronto. I was, okay. And then KO comes out. I was, all right. Okay. Crowd pops. I don't know about you, but I thought it was a little more competitive than it should have been. You know, I can see Chad Gable giving Kevin Owens a little bit of go. It was 250-50 for me at some points. I thought, I mean, I don't want you to make Chad Gable look like I said, don't make him look bad because he is legit. But the shoosh, like that just kind of a goofy character. So it's hard for me to.
Oh man, I'm enjoying it though. I hate to admit I like that gimmick.
It works for them. Don't get me wrong. It all fits. But when you got that going on, and then you're trying to, Kevin Owens is now the prize fighter again. I'm not saying it should have been a squash match by any stretch of the imagination. I just thought that, Kevin was very giving in this match too. But at the end of the day, he still won. Great match. Won with the Papa Power Bomb. And then, Otis attacks him afterwards, and he starts hitting stunners. It was great. Crowd loved it. Ate that shit up. Good to see Kevin Owens back in his original T-shirt too.
Yeah, man, I love this match. I mean, for me, I get your point about it being maybe too even, but I bought in because I just was enjoying the work so much. And like I said, I like Gable's character. We all know he has a collegiate background, so maybe he's not the fighter that KO is, but the guy has legitimate wrestling skills. So it wasn't so unbelievable to me that he could give Owens a good match. But Owens was the right guy to win. Like you, I'm glad they're just kind of getting him back to what made him the guy he was, the fighter, just the ass kicker. And so I'm enjoying that. But yeah, once again, another solid match.
Yeah. All right. I feel bad because I don't know if this was kind of okay. Here's why I feel bad. You had Bayley come back to SummerSlam, big time return. Means it's awesome. And then you have her first match back unadvertised on Raw against Aaliyah. At least advertise
it. I'll tell you what, I was actually surprised by that. When Aaliyah said, "Hey, you and I should have a match," and Bayley agreed, I thought there was going to be some shenanigans because I really thought they wanted to save Bayley's debut for Clash at the Castle.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, to have an unannounced match featuring Bayley and against Aaliyah, who I just don't think belongs on the main roster. Sorry, but we keep it real here.
Yeah.
I just thought, what a way for Bayley to have her first match. Just no fanfare,
No.
no real competition. That's one of the missteps, a minor one, but a misstep by Triple H. But look, he's doing a tremendous job overall, but I did not understand that.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's not so much to having the match on Raw. It's not even against Aaliyah. Okay, you're gonna win. Promote it. This is going to be the main event regardless. But promote it. The more you promote, like that's where I give AEW kudos. They always let you know what's coming the following week, or the next, or if it's Dynamite to Rampage, you know what you're going to see. there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, Bailey's going to be in action next week against, they don't tell you who. This say she's going to be wrestling. Excuse me. To me, this was poor. And mainly due to Aaliyah, who's not that great, as you said in the ring, just being real. And Bailey, when she first came out, looked like she did not want any part of that match. So
I wonder if that was a last minute thing or a time filler. I don't know. That really seemed odd to me that they would give Bailey her first match back in over a year.
Yeah.
That's what we get. And that's how you do it. It just didn't seem right to do to Bailey.
It didn't seem right at all. The next match, I didn't see much of the Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles versus the Miz and Ciampa. I only saw the end, really. So I saw from when Bobby tagged in, got the hot tag in, the crowd popped huge and he, beat everybody. Actually, I did see the entrances. And that's why I was curious. I was like, did Ciampa get new music?
Yeah, it sounded like it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't hear the normal, no one will survive. That sounded different. But it was the same Titantron. So okay.
Right.
From what I saw, crowd was into it. Bobby, they're still 1,000% behind Bobby, chanting his name. He's clearing house.
Yep.
And so they're doing this gimmick or this storyline with, I'm guessing, not old, but former main roster or former WWE talent making these appearances ringside and kind of crashing the party, so to speak. Was that I couldn't really make out who it was. I was like, is that what's his name? That used to be an announcer?
Are you talking the first?
Yeah.
The first, you know what, man?
They pulled him away so fast.
Watching it live, I saw the dark hair, but honest to God truth, I couldn't get a good enough look to tell you.
It looked like the guy that used to announce for I can't think of his name. The guy that dated Paige for a while, Hispanic.
Who? Alberto Del Rio.
Alberto Del Rio, his announcer.
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean. Why would they bring him back?
I don't know. That's who it looked like. But like I said, they pulled him away so fast, I couldn't.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it was him, and if so, for what purpose? But
yeah,
it could be because I didn't get a good look at him either. Didn't look familiar to me. Maybe somebody online, or if somebody's listening in and you've got a good guess, let us know.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, because we have no idea.
Oh, what's up, Marlo?
Oh, Marlo listening in?
Yes,
who was
sir.
it, Marlo?
Yeah, just talking some raw here, as you can clearly see. Yeah, I don't know, but obviously the next person was Dexter Lumis.
Yeah.
And he kidnapped the Miz. He had the SWAT gear on, and I figured it was him, because once they stood up and turned around, I was like, oh, that's gonna be Dexter, and it was. And he just, kidnapped the Miz.
Yeah, see where that goes. Like it
and
looks
the
like
storyline, and then Bobby Lashley and AJ destroy Ciampa in the ring. I'm wondering if they're gonna make that a match at Clash of the Castle, AJ and Bobby again. Who knows? It's kind of weird seeing them tag together, but they're baby faces.
Yeah, so it works that way.
All right. And then. Woo! Was not ready for what I saw next. And I was kind of, it's Monday Night Raw. It's 3 hours. So it's kind of hard to sit, commercials and all that stuff and be in one spot. So I got it on. I'm doing stuff and I hear this familiar sound. What is that? Wait a minute. Johnny Wrestling is back. Johnny Gargano, just out of nowhere, comes out, and I'm losing my. The first thing I did, get my phone.
Yeah. Me too.
Y'all see what's happening? Oh man!
And the crowd popped huge. I was glad. I was happy for Gargano. I mean, the crowd popped big time.
Big time. And it's saying a lot that you were always an NXT guy, and this crowd knew who you were. Man, so glad he's back. And see, sometimes people learn to be patient. Don't be so quick and hasty to run and join another promotion. Sometimes, I mean, nobody could saw Vince stepping down, Triple H getting the power. But sometimes, just in general in life, patience pays off. So, this man did not go to any other wrestling promotion. He stayed home with his wife and his baby boy for 9 months because they both were working for WWE. And he talked about it on an interview podcast with Renee Young or Renee Paquette. And he said, we're pretty set for a while. I don't have to, neither one of us has to work for a while, which is, good on y'all, saving y'all money, especially with a kid. Kids are seriously expensive. And he just said, when the time is right, I'll come back. I don't know where, I don't know when. He's back. And, he talked about, excuse me, the Intercontinental Championship, the U.S. Championship, and of course the WWE Championship. I think he would be one of those people that would definitely elevate those mid-card titles and make them more important. But I'm looking forward to having some banger matches. Oh my God. AJ Styles versus Johnny Gargano. Are you serious?
Oh man, there's so much you could do. Yeah.
I mean, it's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Edge and Johnny Gargano. Finn Balor and Johnny. I mean, I think we got that right in NXT. Finn and Johnny. I think so.
I feel like we did. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
They played the cards right, I guess you could say, having Theory come out, and people that watched NXT know about the way and all that, how that played out. I pretty much figured that he was coming out to be fodder because that's just how WWE does.
Mm-hmm.
Still a pretty decent segment. Welcome back, Johnny. I had the privilege to meet Johnny Gargano at Access Royal Rumble. Nice guy. And that was like the first thing. That was his first North American Championship title reign, which we did see because we went to that takeover. So, yeah.
And the previous day, I had met his wife, Candice LeRae. We went to the Access on different days. I had gone Saturday. Yep. And you had gone on Sunday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we've met well, most of the Gargano family. We haven't met the baby yet. Maybe maybe someday, but
yeah, we both got to meet quite the cast of characters. You met a lot of them. You got to meet, man. We did that weekend up. That was like, to me, that's second to WrestleMania 24. Only because 24 was WrestleMania and it was the first time. But that was still Royal Rumble 2019 was very memorable in Phoenix. Got to meet a lot of wrestlers. Got photos with a lot of wrestlers. It was awesome.
Yeah, great weekend.
I always say the best thing about Access is not meeting the wrestlers. I mean the people that have this thing in common with you, mm-hmm. that you can spark up a conversation with almost anybody. And that's the beauty of it to me. So.
Yeah, well said.
Okay. After that, got their main event, Edge versus Damian Priest. And I thought that all the presentation was great. Edge, I miss his hair, man. Him running out in the smoke and everything. The hair just added something to it. Short haircut. I get why you would do it, but it's just Damian Priest. I'm glad he's getting this spot, the main event on Raw, and they made it mean something by promoting it and planning it ahead of time. And this is truly how we've been debating and talking about how do you build a new star? Well, you take your time because this guy started in NXT. He's no spring chicken. He's 39, I believe, but he's gone through the system the way you're supposed to go through the system. He was not thrust into a title picture. He was the United States champion. But that's not, when I say thrust the title picture, I'm talking about the title. He was the United States champion. He had a really good reign. He didn't lose for like 6 to 7 months. He won every match. And that's how you book somebody strong. His promos got better. He did change his character. And when they didn't have anything for him, to me, the best thing was for him to just stay off TV. And then he came back. Now we're doing the Judgment Day thing. It's a little rocky at first, but now I think it's really finding some ground. And he, to me, him and Rhea are coming off pretty strong. Not that Finn isn't. It's just that Finn is kind of more of an established character anyway. It's just these two. And to see him get this spot, it was great. And I went into the match thinking he might even win. I thought it was possible.
I did too, because the hometown advantage is not really a thing in wrestling. As a matter of fact, I think if you do the percentages, it actually works the opposite way. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I thought Priest had a chance as well.
Yeah, and then you want to keep putting over the Judgment Day and you don't want them to be what was that shitty faction?
Which one? There's been a few shitty factions.
True. The one that Ali led with Slapnuts and Mace. And
what? Retribution?
Retribution, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Ugh. You don't want it to end up like that. So you got to give them good wins and give them. But they saved some face tonight. I thought that Damian Priest did a great job in this match. He did that Razor's Edge to perfection. I don't know if you noticed his ring gear was kind of a tribute to Scott Hall. I mean, he always kind of had a tribute to Scott Hall. That was his inspiration for being a wrestler, but tonight especially. And he did the Razor's Edge. That's what I meant to mention earlier match. I don't want to forget. Chad Gable doing that flying headbutt. Hadn't seen that since Daniel Bryan in WWE. Just wanted to mention that. I thought this match was pretty good. Not quite. I mean, to me, it was equivalent to what a Raw main event should be. And if it was on a pay-per-view, I'd probably only give it TV quality. But I thought that it still delivered, in my opinion. Edge getting the win, not a problem with it, especially with the post match. They still had Priest looking strong, and I liked the attention to detail, having Beth Phoenix at ringside, and her not being just sitting there letting shit happen. She got up, and now we can say, okay, if y'all ever want to do a 6-person tag match, you could have Beth be the female to go against Rhea. Or even do a Rhea versus Beth one-on-one match down the line. You never know.
Yeah, we still haven't seen Rhea take a bump yet or be in a match. So I don't know if they don't have anything for her, or if they're still just taking their time with her because she was out.
Taking their time.
Yeah. So
as far as physicality.
Right.
She probably got one of those situations where I can be on TV, I can do a little bit of physicality, but not a bell-to-bell match. Because the thing with Rhea, when she wrestles, she goes 10, 15 minutes. So.
Oh yeah.
But overall, solid Raw. I mean, it's been a long time since I've said it consistently that Raw has been very watchable. there's more wrestling than there is talking, which was a huge problem, and it has not been rinse repeat. We've gotten, I mean, there's some of the same players, but you're telling a story. You're getting new matches too. You're getting open challenges. We've got the tag tournament, the women's tag tournament going. You got matches like this in the main event, where they should be, you know. So, and they're building that Seth Rollins Riddle match pretty well. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I think that's going to be the one to steal the show. So, yeah, solid episode of Raw.
Agreed. I still think they would benefit from going back down to 2 hours, but
Yeah.
that's never going to happen, obviously. So I guess I should quit complaining about it. But if you're going to give us 3 hours, give us 3 hours of at least good entertainment. Get rid of the silly segments backstage. Get rid of these 24/7 segments. And they've been doing those things. Like you said, we've seen more just wrestling and great wrestling, and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving what Triple H is doing right now.
Yes, it has a NXT feel just on the main roster, you know, well lit. I had a thought, and I lost it. Yeah, I have to save it for next time. But yeah, definitely been enjoying it, and yeah, I'm curious to see what we have in the future. We got the cherry on top tonight, another major return with Johnny Gargano, and you know, coming up we've got obviously Clash at the Castle. We'll be doing a prediction show for that next week. And we'll be doing 2 prediction shows next week, actually, because we got Clash at the Castle and we got AEW All Out. So we got both of those things coming up. We will be live in the building.
Yes, we will.
Again, for All Out. Can't wait. The card, not as big a deal as last year, but I mean, we knew that coming in that was going to be hard to top. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. But I still think they could put on a good show. Good to great show. It'll be a great time. And, you know, obviously we're definitely going to the show to dedicate to our man, MJ Book, who we were there with last year. And
just since you mentioned that, I don't know when we'll record again, but this coming Thursday, August 25th would be his 44th birthday. So just for those of you who are fans of the show, you know, just be thinking about him on Thursday.
Well, I definitely will be. And oh, speaking of another show that we got to tighten and get that done is the Undertaker, our top 10 Undertaker matches. So that's a countdown we're doing also in his memory. So we want to, who knows, maybe when we got a couple of days, maybe we can get that done on Thursday and celebrate, you know, MJ Book's birthday.
Yeah, man, why not? He'd love that.
Yeah, no better way to do it. So that coming up, and so yeah, we'll get that done Thursday. The countdown, celebrating MJ Book, got Clash at the Castle and All Out coming up, and gonna do our best to get content in between. It's like I said, primarily on me because of work, and you know, trying to balance work and home life is tough, especially when work just is sucking all life out of it.
It sucks the life out of all of us, so I don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
Not as much as you. You know, you have a job that's especially.
It's not even the work; it's the management make it so much harder. And the thought of going to work tomorrow, I just want to. It's crazy. But thank you all again for watching. Shout out to Buzzing with Marlo podcast. Make sure y'all check that out. He was on our SummerSlam post show. We appreciate you coming on and hope to have you on again one of these days. If maybe even Saturday for post show for Clash of the Castle. We'll see. And we haven't forgot about the Trying to Laugh videos. Like I said, it's just been crazy. So we will get to it. We appreciate you all. Thanks for hitting that like button, subscribe, and share. Ambassador, take it away.
Listeners, you know what it is. We love y'all and we appreciate y'all. Been doing this for a while. So tell your friends, give us some show ideas because we will do those shows. Marlo, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Everybody just take care and love one another. All right.
Yep. That's what it's about. And if you're doing, good luck to everybody that is doing fantasy football. We did our family league draft, and then I have a league set up as well. So
when you gonna get that draft date?
September 3rd.
Oh, the day of Clash at the Castle?
It'll be after the show. So
okay.
Plenty of time.
Okay.
So yeah. Good luck to everybody this year. Hope you enjoy it. And the football season coming up. We love wrestling, but we love us some football too.
Oh man, nothing like football season.
Yes. I just hope that my Bears can at least go 500. So we'll see.
Well, my Broncos got a QB. I'm hoping we can make the playoffs, but we are in a very tough division. And man, they got dog walked by the Buffalo Bills. I know it was only preseason, but the Broncos got crushed by the Bills this past Saturday. But preseason, I'm okay. It's a preseason game, but they better show me something in the regular season.
Wild card.
What's that?
At the very least, y'all will be a wild card.
Hey, I'll take it as long as we're back in the playoffs, man. It's been too long.
You won't even get that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I died. Shit.
Look, man, the Packers aren't going to be the same Packers.
We have nobody to throw the ball to. We have no good Darnell.
Well, damn it, you're going to throw it to somebody, and somebody's got to catch it. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, your division ain't so bad.
Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. This was the tight end, and then you got David Montgomery running the ball. 3 people.
Okay.
That's it. That's the offense. And if Justin Fields, that man better learn how to read coverages because he's going to be running for his life because that offensive line ain't never been good for the Bears. Never.
All right. Well, hey, man, that's why we play. We'll see.
Take care, everybody. We'll catch y'all next time.